on XRP to push the price to levels where it can start settling things. You're seeing a lot of the building blocks being put in place, though, to be able to hold price stability on the other side of appreciation. So now that BNY Mellon, the largest custodian globally, is going to be, working with Ripple and RLUSD, big announcement today. I don't know if you guys caught that one or not. That's a big deal. BNY Mellon currently custodies like $70 trillion worth of assets globally, which is wild. And they're also a pretty large asset manager. I think they have around 3 trillion or 4 trillion under management. So AUM and AUC are two different things. Digital Wealth Partners, our subsidiary that does the wealth management, we have about $500 million worth of XRP in Anchorage. So, we're a blip on the map. But as XRP appreciates, we think we'll be working with some of the wealthiest people in the world, and excited to continue those relationships and continue to provide value in that capacity and provide returns. We are going to have our first distribution from the funds to people here in the next week or so, maybe a little bit longer than that. It's going to be a little past the middle of the month when we do pay that out. I think we're a little shy of 2% is what we're going to pay people on their XRP that put it up in the fund. So I'm okay with that. If we average this amount over the year, it'd be somewhere around like 7.5% that we would pay people on their XRP. So pretty happy with that. It's a market neutral strategy. We manage downside risk and exposure, no counterparty risk, held in institutional custody, orchestrated, very similar to how Doppler Finance is working. Talked to them the other day. If you are US based, you cannot participate with Doppler Finance. However, if we work something out, there may be an avenue through Digital Wealth Partners where people could. We'll see, what shakes out there. We still got to do some more due diligence. They got to do more due diligence on us. They do hold their assets at Copper. So I did put out a video the other day that I would encourage people to go watch. I know it's not like super sexy, but it does talk about institutional custody and the differences between the softwares and the providers and what I believe real institutional custody is, and the standards that our team sets for institutional custody, which are a bit higher than the rest of the industry. A lot of people talk about institutional custody being Fireblocks or Copper. Both of those use MPC technology, which is not bad. They do segregate the wallets, which is great. You can get insurance on them, but because they use MPC technology to be able to hold the keys, they would not qualify for the